And the just in terms of even the way that the announcement on Justice Breyer's resignation was rolled out, it got leaked by the Democrats, I think, because they are trying to distract from many other things that they don't really want to talk about. And as the leader pointed out, we will make sure that whoever he ultimately nominates, it's a thorough, fair vetting, respectful process. But it certainly is not going to take away from the many things that the Democrats don't want to talk about, because we're going to continue to talk about the fact that inflation is at the highest level that it's been in 40 years, and the impact that's having on the pocketbooks of just Americans all over the place. The fact that the border this last year, we saw more illegal crossing attempts, 2 million, than any time we've seen in history. On the national security front, the administration clearly seems like they've been kind of behind the curve consistently, even with what's happening in Ukraine. And evidenced by the fact that when we had a vote a few weeks ago on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, the administration was rallying the Democrats to vote against it. The Putin pipeline vote was something that would have been a very powerful message, we think, to have sent to the Russians and obviously to our Ukrainian allies. They held up the defense authorization bill for months because they were trying to pass their reckless tax and spending spree, and they didn't even get around to naming a Ukrainian ambassador until yesterday. So it just seems like this administration has failed to focus on the things that are really important, and as a consequence, the American people are experiencing the very harmful impacts of inflation and everything that their policies have done to the economy. And on the national security front, the first job of any administration is to make sure that you're protecting the American people and making sure that American interests around the world are protected as well. And that is something I think that has been sorely lacking in their focus. I always say if you don't get national security right, the rest is conversation. And it seems at least that the administration clearly is coming up with any other thing they can do to distract from the items that are front and center and should be their focus.